Are you doing part-time work and you've got at least 2 to 4 hours of spare time that you're just trying to figure out what to do and what to sell and finding awesome offer to try to sell to, but you don't know how to do sales, or you've been to a sales course and or mentorship program and nothing came out of it because you end up in heaps of interview processes and no one's saying yes because you're just at the start of your journey and no one wants to take someone inexperienced. So what do you sell? I was watching this video and I want to break down the entire video in terms of what you're going to be selling and how easy it is. And this is what I am actually going to do, which actually links to my personal brand building on YouTube and on X. So without further ado, I'm going to show you my screen and show you what you're going to sell. Okay. So it's essentially you. Okay. So I will link the video that I was watching and I'll show for those that want to stay to the end. There was a free version and a paid version, and guess which one I did. Yes, guess which one I did. So this is the one, how I built 100K monthly recurring profit. When the profit means minus all expenses, taxes, is all take home. Because when you hear revenue, is how much the whole business makes, which doesn't include expenses, paying employees, the tax they put, all that stuff. So this guy made 100K. He probably made 300K in revenue if it's 30%. Well, he said it's 95%, so it's probably 110K. And this is a summary of what I took from this video. I'll put the link here so you can have a look as well. And don't take my word for it, but it's you. You're going to sell yourself because it's not the guru. People don't buy the course or the content in the course. They buy access to the person, to the guru, to the coach. That's why there's so many coaches doing the exact same thing. Fitness is a massive niche, and there's thousands of coaches pulling 10K or more a month, and they're doing the same thing. Consistent, go to the gym consistently. Just put on the weight, don't get injured. Online as well, surprisingly. If I was a coach, if I was a fitness coach, I'd rather be offline. But you'd be surprised how many online coaches get paid heaps. Okay. So sell the fact that you're a protagonist. No one can copy you. So this is how you can monopolize the value proposition. No one has the same story as you do. Hence, you cannot lie about it. Plus, you have ample stories of talking about what you can do if your life is interesting. If your life is boring, I've got a solution to that, but I'm going to try to figure it out for me. So come join the ride. But you surely should have something to talk about. If you're at this point in your life where you're part time trying to figure out how to scale, you've got something to share. You've got an expertise into something. So I thought when I was doing high ticket sales, people would buy from lead to high ticket, which is like more than 4K USD. But now, after watching this video, it seems like it's a bit different. Think about as a date. The girl is willing to be your wife, but not straight after the first date. You have to give it time, you have to give it reps. And in this case, customers who buy from you from a low ticket, like $100, are willing and trusting of you to buy again. The only thing that I'm stuck in is getting leads in the first place. I'm still trying to build a personal brand on YouTube and on X. So I just need to churn out more content. Okay. That's what I need to be doing. So what is this whole system about? You're selling how much access they give to you. So you'd sell them on a workshop, which is a digital product that you can replicate infinitely. And from there, you sell them on a little bit of access, which is could be one-on-ones or a community with DM access. Okay. And then you increase the access to be like, hey, you want more access to me to get this done quicker or more insights? Then you can sell one-on-ones, more DMs. And then the third one is look, you offer them a different proposition, or you give them another promise. Let's get to this more faster. Let's get to 100K now instead of 10K. And then that's weekly reoccurring revenue instead of once off. Okay. This is where you find the best of the best, because the best of the best are willing to pay and are willing to stay. Get that right instead of finding new leads. In this video, it was talking more about saving time and saving energy by selling to people that have already purchased from you in the past and not trying to figure out how to find more leads. Okay. We'll get into that in another video, but I just genuinely like this stuff because you probably sold something to someone in the past and you don't have to scale up to 1,000 to $2,000. Start with 10, go to 100, and so on. Okay. You probably would have sold something for $10 in your life. Can you actually ask that client or that person again, hey, would you be interested in something for $50? Keep it small. Okay. So essentially, that's pretty much what he was talking about. So there's a difference between a customer and a client. A customer has bought from me once. Clients are ones that are willing to buy multiple times. So that's the clear difference. Okay. And he also ran the numbers. Clients are, so customers are more likely to turn into clients. There's a 52% likely chance of that happening versus a lead to a client. So get that through your head. You got to turn a lead into a customer first and then to a client. Just a slow burn instead of selling high ticket straight away. Okay. What do you sell to turn these into customers? Don't make anything new because it hasn't been validated yet. Sell something you already have. So for me, I've got videos, I've got Loom videos about business, about marketing. I haven't tested the health part of it yet. And there's a lot of things I have not shown about my life, which I'm starting to think should be valuable. And I've started documenting a lot more about my life. And my goal is potentially to show people a way of life that is somewhat frugal, but you can still get stuff done. And you can be pretty healthy. I mean, I see so many, I digress, but I'll just say one thing. I see so many people trying to look at paying and watching videos to get six packs. I just think you just need a fast. I just think you just need a fast, go to the gym, do jujitsu, and don't eat sugar. That's pretty much it. That's it. And you're kind of 70% of the way there. Uh, I'm actually in the library. Maybe I should, nah, I'll do it next time. Maybe you should pay access for that if you want to see my abs. But let's keep going through. All right. It is like asking your partner if they want to marry you on the first date or after the first year. That's exactly what I need. What customer and a client is like. Client is like someone you've been dating for a year. Customer is someone who's you've been on the first date with, trying to get a second date. And a lead is someone you just met on Tinder or on the street, whatever timeline you're in. Likely you need to be doing the smaller things in order to turn your leads into a customer. That's the goal here. And I'm saying this with like an 80 subscriber channel. Hopefully someone's watching this. But if you've gotten this far, thank you so much. I appreciate it. The best marketing in this video is telling a story that's honest. Because that way you don't have to lie to yourself. Because honestly, why are you going to lie about your own life? As long as it's interesting. Okay? People don't buy logically. Treat yourself as a protagonist. Treat it like Netflix. You're in this middle part of your journey. For me, I'll show you my journey on Paint. I guess this is the start of the this is the start for you guys, but this is the middle part for me. I'm on 4K a month on a part-time job. I'm trying to still figure out my offer creation to get to 10K. Okay. 6K away can be done within maybe 6 to 12 months. But from there, I need to figure out a way to get to 20K, 50K, and ultimately 100K in revenue. We'll say in revenue. So, because that would still be pretty good, I would say. Because 10K profit would probably mean 15K revenue. But if it's 95% profits, that would still make that'll be still like 9.5K, which is still pretty good. I'll take that. All right. Strong leads buy from your philosophy. They don't care a lot more about how it's being done. Low income leads buy the promise. Okay. So the philosophy means of how your principles and how you act and why you're doing what you're doing and how you say things, your conviction. That's essentially what it is. So for me, I'm showing up every single day for the most part to make at least 20 videos on YouTube to actually see what I'm my progress, okay, about me as a part-time physio to make this actually work, to be really good at personal branding, to be really good at marketing myself, and to make an awesome distribution channel to start making whatever I with part-time. So that means 2 to 4 hours, easy, 5 hours at work, 2 hours health, 8 hours sleep. Hopefully that adds up to still less than like 24 hours. 2 hours with relationships, 2 hours with family, 2 hours with friends within the week. It can be done. 4 hours. If you're part time, you've got 4 hours of deep work. Make a video, make a post, that's less than 4 hours. The rest is all about thinking. 30 minutes is execution at the most. This video I didn't even take 4 hours to make this video. It took me like 2 hours to even, took me 2 hours to watch something and then to consume this information, write it down, and then I'm executing. Social media is not a salesman of offers, but a salesman of ideas. I wrote that wrong. They want your ideas, not your offers and promises. What you're posting, get people to buy your idea. And your idea, or this is my idea, is that you're going to make it with a part-time role, which is crap for cash flow, but gives you access to 4 hours of time. And that's what you need. We all want time. It just depends on your timeline. My timeline is I need to use my 4 hours properly to get to 10K. It's as simple as that. Is that what you're doing? Follow me, subscribe, let's go. Well baked is this is how you get people to follow you and people who have money to pay for it. Okay. So he used an example of someone who had like, I think it was 1,000 or 3K followers. He had 20K and they were still getting 7K monthly recurring revenue. So you're trying to track people with credit cards. Okay, you're not trying to attract triers, you're trying to attract buyers, which I love. Okay, insight versus value. Insight, what's the difference? Okay, proving you have the answer. This is what we're solving versus value, you're giving the answer away. What am I trying to solve? I'm trying to solve this lifestyle of having a part-time role versus 4 hours of your life trying to make something happen, to own a digital asset, to market yourself online, to prove that you as a single person is valuable with this one life that you have. Regardless of how old you are, regardless of your upbringing, regardless of all that shit trauma you've had, you've got to use it to your advantage to make it to the next thing. And for me, I want something remote because I truly believe there's going to be another lockdown in the next 3 to 10 years, and I want to make this work because I want to have full control about what I can do when something is locked down. And this is pretty much what I'm doing now. Way less introverted, way more comfortable just showing more about myself because I'm sure there's someone else out there that wants to do this, but they need to see someone like me just trying and failing. Be like, okay, this guy's trying to do it. Maybe I can do it. Okay. And value is just giving away answers for free, which is good to build trust, but you can't just be giving all the value away for free because then you have to sell something. Attract buyers, not dryers. People with bank accounts have your best interests. So then this is how he starts. So he starts with a workshop, which is like $100, and then that's where he gets his audience to convert into customers. One-time seller, remember? And then from there, he's like, okay, do you want access to me? Same information, but more access to the guru, me, the person, the coach. You're not selling extra information. The workshop becomes new information. You do like a workshop once a month. Maybe that's something I should be doing. And then you go from there. Okay. All the information is the same, but you get more access to the coach. People want to buy you, not the information. The information is out there already. Okay. And the idea that he had was had one guy that joined on the call, and he's like, I've got nothing new. What do you want to do? I don't know. Would you be okay if I screen shared and you watch what I do when I work? And I think this is a really good idea because one, you don't have to talk. You can talk if you want to, but I guess it's really good just to have people watching what you do by backstage access, and then you sell that as long as you're working, you know. And it can just be, I can do 2 hours of deep work. Just watch me work, and that just means no talking because deep work means don't get distracted. Okay, what if you've read Carl Newport's book about deep work? If you get distracted from like a text message or a notification, or if you choose to switch tabs, it takes you 20 minutes to reorientate yourself. 20 minutes. That's a 20 minutes of high risk opportunity to get distracted yet again. And then it resets to another 20 minutes. All right. So what am I an expert in? Why should you follow me? Okay. So in the past month or two, you've been watching me on the ride because I'm just showing you free value of what I've been doing, which is all this stuff here. Personal branding, prompting with AI, SEO, like websites. That's essentially another word for websites to rank on Google. And I've been talking about all my failures and what has been going right. The other things I haven't been talking about because I've been too scared to get humbled or anything like that. I'm a purple belt in jiu-jitsu. I've been doing this for the last six, this is my 6th year. Being a purple belt doesn't mean you're an expert, but what's the percentage of purple belts there are? About 3% of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioners with purple belt. Okay, that already says something. Of the, okay, how many people did, all right, you get the point. Not much people get to purple belt, okay? There's a big churn out. And for whatever reason, I stayed, which means that I am consistent. I should talk about being consistent. The one thing that I find weird is people pay for that kind of stuff. Like, how are you so consistent? Like, what? I just need to figure out like stories of what I've done in the past and how I can make it into a digestible form because people aren't consistent or people don't want change. Because when you become a purple belt, it's different to becoming a blue and a white. It's still the same person, but the expectation increases because you're wearing a different colored belt. I'm still the same person. I still get destroyed by some blue and white belts because they're heavier than me, stronger than me, and they're probably putting in more work than me. As humbling as it is. But the fact that I'm wearing a purple belt means I have to live up to that color. And that's all just being about being consistent and just showing up. And that's something I should probably talk about. And that's what I'm giving access. And that comes back to we're going inside. I have the answer to being a purple belt. And I'm solving the consistency problem. But I'm not giving you a purple belt. That's the value. The purple belt comes from showing up for 5 years. That is the answer. Do it for 5 years and you get the answer. But the insight is showing up, go to training, listen to the coach, rinse and repeat 3 times a week. I went from 27 years old now. I'm turning 33 in 20 days' time, less than 3 weeks. And I got a purple belt. I mean, I was happy with a blue, but now I'm here. Okay. A quick coffee this year. So I can just give you insights about like, again, it's all about goes back to consistency. I cold turkeyed it. And I feel like the good thing about being cold turkey is that you just instantly remove that stimulus and you turn it into a distant memory. Versus if you just slowly get it out, it's still a distant memory to draw it back, as it's quite an addictive substance. Okay. Let's end it here. I've said a fair bit. This is the graph that you're going to join me on. This is the ride. This is the Feel Best ride. You're on here. Join me. Follow me on YouTube. If you made it to the end, I actually did pay for this guy's $100. It costs $100 USD workshop. It counts to $150. Uh, I'd say 60 to 70% of the content was completely free. It was exactly what he said in his YouTube video, but he just repurposed it, which is smart. But by the end of the YouTube video, he got me to sign up to his newsletter, and the newsletter put me into the workshop. Very, very smart. Very good at writing, very good at copy and influence that got me to buy almost the exact same thing. I'm not mad. It's all about the hustle. I'm probably going to do something similar. And let's end it here. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Start posting and be consistent. Okay, guys. See you guys.